And a gracious good morning to you, my dears. This morning is all about an advert of sorts. Moi receives solicitations in the post. This isn't so much a solicitation as a timely reminder that Moi's membership in ASPCA has come due again. Moi would be remiss if he did not ensure that this obligation was met. My dears, Moi is not particularly fond of address labels that have snaps of lovable cats and dogs next to his name. But they're cute, and they'll just join the growing pile of address labels that Moi already has. My dears, it is an advert of sorts, but it's a reminder as well. The work that's done by the ASPCA is very noble, and that work is of great import to the road that Moi lives on and to the neighbors that Moi lives with. On Calaveras, there are many folks who have taken in cats or dogs. They're not neutered, they're not spayed. In many cases, they do not have the proper shots. When times get mean, the cats and the dogs are put out onto the road and hoped that someone will come by and take them in. It's not pleasant to realize that the dumping of once loved companions in a home are dumped, but it is the way of it, my dears, and that's just a sad reality. The population of cats in particular on Calaveras is massive. This is due to their being left on their own. The constant breeding has produced even more cats, and at times it almost appears that the population of a feline nature outnumbers the human population. It is that severe. It saddens moi greatly that this problem exists. Calls have been made, attempts have been made to round up the stray cats and dogs, but there are still many that have not been captured, and more unwanted cats and dogs find their way onto the road. My dears, the ASPCA tries very hard to find homes for unwanted cats and dogs. It provides shots for cats and dogs, and it provides neutering and spaying for cats and dogs. This is important work. It needs to be supported, and that support is not going to happen unless folks like Moi and his dear friends that he has come to know step forward and help them do their noble work. So, my dears, just a reminder that not everything that lands in your post is rubbish. There can be items that are of great import, and you really need to look at what some of them are. And if you get one that says ASPCA, they're not looking for buckets and buckets of cash. Every single dollar contributed helps them to do the noble work that they do. It most assuredly will help the folks in Fresno. It most assuredly will help conditions on Calaveras. My dears, the dots all connect. Whether we want to believe it or not, we are all part of one large family. A family that is supposed to care about one another. And part of that caring is to ensure that the small creatures, great and small, once loved, perhaps discarded now, receive aid and comfort. It is important not for just my road, but for the whole of Fresno. No community can support a large population of animals that are unloved, not properly treated, possibly carrying disease, and creating havoc in the community. So, my dears, please, if you get an advert in the post from the ASPCA, any small donation that you make to this noble cause will greatly improve the lot of our furry friends. My dears, not everything that Ma has to bang on about is gloom and doom. And the ASPCA is a bright and shining example of neighbors being neighborly, being concerned about the condition of the roads lived on and the community a part of. You have a brilliant day. Cheers.